Despite Wuthering Waves' big, like, fiasco that's been going on, right, in regards to a bunch of leaks, in regards to emails, they've been doing a decent job of at least rewarding the players and giving us news about what's going on. And they've done a really great job in regards to just, in general, communicate. They're doing their best. Granted, I do think that they have some issues to work out, but Wuthering Waves has been successful. There's no denying that Wuthering Waves to some capacity has been successful. And of course, that's only after one banner, which a lot of people probably already use their free summons for, because we've got a lot. I think it's like in total radiant summons between the mail is like 30 to 40 summons in total. So there's a chance you probably got Jingyuan. But if you're like me and only spent a little bit, if not saved, you are saving for the ever wonderful super hot Yinlin, right? And I am super excited for Yinlin, right? So today we're going to be talking about her banner. We're going to be talking about if you should summon for Yinlin and why you should summon for Yinlin, right? And it might take me a little bit because this is going to be the first should you summon that I've done with characters, right? From Wuthering Waves. I'm still trying to learn these characters, right? So it's gonna take me a little bit. So before we get into that, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button down below and hit that notification bell to be notified when the next Wuthering Waves video comes out, and leave a comment about what you think about this banner. And of course, don't forget, I'm sponsored by the ever wonderful Gamer Subs. Make sure to use code TYSTRA for 10% off. Y'all, I am going to TwitchCon. If you are going to be there, there's going to be the Gamer Subs booth, and I would absolutely love to see you all there, because let's face it, I have an addiction to Gamer Subs, and I'm trying to get everybody else addicted because it is a fantastic gluten-free, keto-friendly energy drink. So if you are going to TwitchCon and you see me around the Gamer Subs booth, you know, get yourself some Gamer Subs, or even ask me like, what's your preferred flavor? Because I have a lot of flavors for people, right? I'm going crazy for Gamer Subs. So anyways, y'all, let's go ahead and talk about today's video. So first things first, I want to show this off. Like, god damn. Oh my god. Listen. I said Jianjin was my wife, right? Yinlin's my mistress. Like, my word. Now, granted, ignore this date right here. It says 5/23. That's not when Yinlin's banner is going live. It is June 6th, right? So as of this recording, in 3 days time, right, that's when the banner will go live. That's of the recording. Now, by the time this gets released, I believe it'll be 2 days. So, but Yinlin is amazing. But first, let's go ahead and talk about her 4 stars, right? This banner in general is a sleeper banner, in my opinion, outside of some certain stuff. So let's talk about Yanwu. Yanwu, I did not get to... Sorry, I had to itch my shoulder a little bit. I didn't get to play as that much, but Yanwu looks to be an Electro DPS. And I'm gonna tell you, like, there's some things about him that seem pretty good in general that I've seen. But overall, it just doesn't seem like he's gonna be doing, like, that much amazing stuff, right? Now, you do get, like, when it comes to Thunderfield, right? Yeah, you got this, like, the on-field character gains the effects below when in the Thunderfield. A coordinated attack from Resident skill Thunder Wedge is triggered, and the attacks hit a target, dealing electro damage. So basically, you get, when you're on the field, you're gonna do electro damage, which is cool. Like, he's a good support unit. However, I think ultimately, like, if you're running Yanwu, I think it's like mainly you're running a main DPS that isn't Electro. So like your Encores, your Mortefies, your Rovers, you know, anything like that, in my opinion. So I don't know. Just to me, it feels as though, like, wait, hold on. I want to make sure Yinlin is Electro, right? I'm pretty sure she's Electro. Yeah, she's Electro. Yeah, so really, like, I mean, you could use Yanwu for that, but I don't think he's going to be giving you a much bigger benefit to the team than a Mortefi, who's going to give you that extra fusion damage on hit from his liberation. And then, you know, I think Tauki actually does a little bit of that as well. We'll get to her. But Yanwu is kind of mid. Like, let me check out the tier list. I believe Yanwu is, like, near the bottom. Where is he? Yeah, he is the... Oh my god. Wow, wait, Aalto got boosted? Okay. Like, that's a side thing. Aalto was the worst, but now Yanwu is the worst. Like, that's so bad. Oofies, all right. And you can even tell right here. This is why I like using this website. If you want to use witheringlab.com, I highly suggest it. Now, if you, where's Yanwu? I think we passed him. So yeah, he's got high defense, but conflict between high defense scaling. Yeah, so like this is cool. I might actually use this website a lot more. It might make me feel smarter about myself. So, but anyways, let's go ahead and talk about Aalto, since we were just talking about him. Didn't know that their tier list they bumped him up to B. Don't mean anything, because Aalto to me is fun. Now, does that mean, does fun equal good? No, I think Aalto's kit is actually pretty fun in general, just because of the fact that you shoot the screen and then you could like dodge into the screen or run through the screen, and then you become like this little like specter thing or whatever. The best way I can put it, like here, let me get to the skill here. Cast mist and one mist avatar to taunt the surrounding targets. The avatars inherit a portion of Aalto's HP and generate 6 mist bullets around them, dealing arrow damage. You could also run through it through misty cover, right? With Mist Cloak Dash, movement speed increase. During this period, mist drops are continuously consumed, and for each one mist drop consumed, one resonant skill mist missile is generated. Aalto with the mist drops, Aalto can hold up to 6 mist drops, right? So it's a fun ability, but it's not that good. If you compare, like, Aalto is a main DPS, right? But if you compare him to even Jianjin, who is a shielder slash healer, or self-healing, right? Or self-sufficient, right? If you build Jianjin as a DPS, she outpaces Aalto, and she's not meant to be this DPS character. She's meant for shields and all that stuff. So to me, I feel like Aalto is just outpaced in general. Even with, like, let's talk about 4-star DPSs. Like, Mortefi outpaces him. I think Sanhua, that's who she is. My ice lady, my kudere. Sanhua outpaces Aalto, right? Like, you can even let's look at this tier list, right? Sanhua, Mortefi, Baiji right now is actually outpacing him in DPS, and she's a healer, right? Danjin, Chixia definitely outpaces him. Like, I don't know about Yang outpacing him, so I couldn't tell you that, but you know, and that's just crazy. Wow, they put Jianjin in B. They're absolutely bonkers. But yeah, Aalto is fun, but if you're going for meta, Aalto is definitely not it. Now, Tauki has big fucking boobs. Like, excuse my language, but God, she is extremely hot. Has giganormous booba. But I kind of compared her before to like the Beidou a little bit, because she does have a parry mechanic kind of like Beidou from Genshin Impact. She's a Havoc damage dealer, which is cool, very nice. But also she's like, if you're looking for Havoc, right, you have Danjin as well, or yeah, oh, wrong thingy. Danjin's Havoc, right? Am I crazy? No, I'm not crazy. Yeah, Danjin is a Havoc DPS. So you already have like Tauki and Danjin, right? And ultimately, like, I feel Danjin is the better of the 4-star DPSs in regards to like just overall. We look at this tier list, right? And Danjin's an A tier, right? The only ones that are out damaging like Danjin, in my opinion, is literally just Mortefi. And even then, Mortefi, I think, yeah, so not even then, like he's mainly like off-field DPS, so he has more benefit. I don't even think, yeah, he doesn't out damage her. I think Danjin is actually the best damage dealing 4-star now that I think about it, right? Like even Sanhua 5-star. Wait, Aalto is a 5. Like, wait, that's so cool. I'm learning more about this website, so bear with me. But Tauki is fun because she's got that Beidou mechanic, but if you're going for a DPS, you have plenty of other options, including in the Havoc tier, right? Or in the Havoc element. So you don't need Tauki. Yinlin is Bae. Now on this tier list, and we keep referencing the tier list because it's so much fun, she's an SS tier, or alongside Rina and Jian. But Yinlin has been SS for a long time. Yinlin's absolutely bonkers. She's a great main DPS. Right here as it stands, you get your puppet from your skill. Deals electro damage and puts Yinlin into execution mode. When you're in execution mode, basic attack and dodge counters will trigger 1 electromagnetic blast when hitting a target. Each stage of basic attack or dodge counter can only trigger 1 electromagnetic blast up to 4 times. Electromagnetic blast attacks all targets marked with resonance circuit center's mark, dealing electro damage. And then you use your resonance skill after casting resonance skill magnetic roar to cast lightning execution to attack the target, dealing electro damage. You're basically just doing damage upon damage upon damage upon damage, and that's not even going into the rest of her kit. I need to really save like the rest of this for her kit analysis, right? But she's freaking insane. Also on passives, like she gets crit rate, and that's fucking insane. So yeah, she's got a bunch of stuff going for her. Plus, as we talked about in this one, look at that. Oh my god. I'm thirsting for Yinlin. So to me, is this banner a must summon? I wouldn't say so. If you got Jian, right, and you don't care about hotness factor, then you don't really need Yinlin, but Yinlin's a great asset. The 4 stars are terrible. I'm gonna be straight up with y'all. As much as I like Aalto's like funness factor and Tauki's funness factor, they're not great for the start of the game. Now, granted, I think Wuthering Waves is in a place right now where you could use any of the characters and be perfectly fine, right? So you're in a good spot for using any of the characters. So if you summon on Yinlin, you will be perfectly fine. You will have plenty of options. But if you're going for meta units, the only meta unit is Yinlin, and unless you didn't summon for Jian, then I would not summon for Yinlin. But I'm saying if you are a degenerate like myself, god, those thighs, summon for Yinlin. That's really all I could say in regards to that, right? And that's going to be it for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to entertain you. We'll be back again with another Wuthering Waves video very, very soon. And of course, thank you so much. I love you all to death. And as always, we will catch you in that next video. Please take care and be safe.